Hello and welcome to this week's live lunch with me, Molly, Jane and Mark. Wave at the camera, guys. We are on Green Umbrella's YouTube, LinkedIn and Facebook. Grab a cup of tea or a coffee and come and join us for some social media news. How are you guys doing this week?
All right.
Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
How's the Green Umbrella London office?
It's really professional down this end.
Yeah.
I have a desk.
I should hope so.
I'm in my room,
your room. Well done.
Yeah. So we need to inform everyone. Basically, I just have it's an on-running joke with the office on which room I'm going to be in working, because I just like to change up my environment. So I don't tell anyone. I just do
with
it.
an excuse of the Wi-Fi is better in different rooms.
But I'm actually hotspotting right now because I'm worried that it goes off. So if I'm on the Wi-Fi, and my room is on sort of top floor, so it's But yeah, the London HQ is good. Oh, hi Paul Green. He's come to join us.
Hi Paul.
Anyway, shall we get started? Who wants to go first? Because I feel like there's a lot of stories.
Yeah, I can do a couple of mine if you want, yeah?
Yeah, go on, Jane.
Okay, so Instagram apparently are working on a new social app and it's called Artifact. And apparently it's a combination of articles, facts and AI. And it will provide you with curated news, basically, based on what you interact with and what your interests are. So, they're going to be selective over who is allowed to publish things in there, obviously, because of fake news and things like that. It's not available yet. I don't really know how social it is or whether it's just a reading platform. But, you can join the waiting list now. So, that'd be an interesting one to look out for, really. Can't tell you much more about it, but, keep your eyes peeled if it sounds like something interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like Instagram do a bit of that already, because there was this video that I saved like a few weeks ago and it said that this is fake. Like the sort of the knowledge they were including in it and the facts were fake. So I thought that was quite good. But then it's good that they pick up on that already. But I think that's quite interesting. Spicing up Instagram. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I presume it's going to be a standalone app outside of Instagram, but whether they'll tie together in any way, I don't really know.
So I do find that like Instagram's a place where I do actually get a lot of news from. I don't know about anyone else. It's such a Gen Z thing to say, isn't it? But,
probably not really. I probably get least of my news from Instagram.
Really?
Mostly from Facebook.
Mine's not like trending news. It's like, I don't know, it's news, but it's not like
Molly Mays baby.
Molly Mays baby. Found that out on Instagram. But like not like headline news, but like interesting news.
Yeah. I do have my BBC News app turned on though. Well, the news thing. So I get the news from there as well, headlines and things. Yeah. Mark, where do you get your news from? I feel like we've all shared.
Probably BBC or
Does anyone watch the news?
No.
Sometimes.
Very rarely.
No, I don't.
I watch a bit in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad.
Sad, isn't it?
It's sad to watch it, or the news is sad?
All of it.
Okay.
I feel like it depends on your the sort of presenter though as well. Do you know what are they called? It's not
newsreader, isn't it? Or
newsreader. That's the one. I wasn't the presenter. I feel like some of them have a bit more. Even if it's a sad story, they sort of have a bit of a personal touch to them.
Sometimes.
Anyway.
This is why we need to revert back and actually get Nicole's news into operation. Then you could be the go-to for news.
I could do you know what? My dad bought me a ring light for Christmas. I don't know why. Like, he was actually really good with gifts this year. Like, I was really surprised because he normally sort of. Well, I did get one shirt with like a I think it was a Commander 2 tank on it, like because he always gives these. He always gives.
You have to remember we're live with it. Yeah? It's not just us talking.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. It's like the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But back to ring light. I could happily do some little snippets and then send them over, or I don't mind editing it and then send it to Molly and she can post it on GU.
Yeah.
We need a little jingle at the start.
There you go,
Yeah.
Mark, that's your job.
Mark,
You write the
we need a
jingle.
little-
Yeah. Need some graphics.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Right.
Yeah. Green screen, new set.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's next? Molly, Mark? Should we go with one of you?
Go on,
I go?
Moles. Yeah. go
Okay,
on.
so I've got a TikTok story. So TikTok are actually scaling back the use of music. So they're currently running this among users in Australia to restrict their capacity to add music to videos. So this is all because the owner of TikTok doesn't think viewers value the music in the videos so much. So they're going to be putting a dollar value on the use of music, but he's actually looking at completely removing music as a whole, which I was very shocked at, because what is it if it hasn't got music on? Isn't it just like the dancing videos? If you're into that, you're going to be dancing to silence,
Nothing.
or
Yeah.
or if it's just like
TikTok.
exactly, but it's because there's obviously a copyright issue, which Mark, you might know more about than me, about people using the music on a site without having the rights. They're going to have to start charging for it, but he's looking at maybe just removing it completely, which I was very shocked at.
Yeah, removing it completely. I think adding $1, but I wouldn't pay for. I'm sorry, I wouldn't pay.
No, not at all. But like, I don't know whether you've seen, but some artists release like a teaser. I can't speak today. A teaser of their music before they release the full thing. So then it gets all trending and it's all hyped before they release the full
Yeah.
plot.
That's the thing as well. I think that TikTok and Instagram, a lot of people get their music from those apps now, and then you go on Spotify and then listen to the actual full song. Like the other day, I was listening to a whole playlist of just TikTok songs because I don't know. So as you said, it's sort of like promoting themselves, which I always thought that was kind of what it was. But
so did I. I thought it was like a creative platform, but
that is removing it all. TikTok's going to go like this.
Well, yeah. But they're currently testing it in Australia, so hopefully it sticks. But we'll see.
Yeah. Even if I get it with some songs that say artists are like, no, I don't want you using that. And then they put a $1 on it to use. But some artists, you never know, like upcoming ones say.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I can think of like a handful of people that have like excelled in the music industry because they released teasers on TikTok. So I don't know how it's going to work.
Very interesting. And I wonder if Instagram will be the same then.
Yeah.
Because Instagram technically did it first. Like I remember when they first introduced like music to stories, but it was like only like a tiny little, as you said, a segment of a song to tease it and get you.
But then like the business accounts don't have access to the same music as the personal accounts, do they, on Instagram?
No.
So maybe that's, I don't know, a way of going around it.
Probably something about it. You probably can't use it to promote your brand essentially, but obviously from a musician's point of view, there are probably benefits of promotion, like you say, for getting out there. So maybe they'll come to some sort of differentiation between type of accounts on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
All this when I actually re-downloaded it at the weekend as well.
Very much.
Yeah, I haven't been on it since.
Oh, Mark, you should plug your little handle and then people can follow you.
No, nothing on there. I won't post anything on there.
Oh, you haven't uploaded anything?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. No.
Well, I don't know. You could get the band out there. You could live stream like.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you have copyright issues because you were singing other people's songs?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, we're old. We'll stick to Facebook and Instagram. We're not in the demographic.
Yet.
I am. My
Things can change.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even have a name. Anyway, interesting. Very interesting. Where will that be the downfall of TikTok?
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, Mark, should we come on to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got some chat GPT bits and bobs as normal. So obviously we've mentioned that they're going to sort of start a sort of premium subscription service, but it is only available in America, as we've just found out this morning. Although I've signed up just to see when we can get it, just to have a look at it. It's going to be $20 a month, and basically people are just clamoring for it, just basically saying, take my money, is like the sort of headlines and things and tweets and things around it. So I think that's probably going to be a big hit. So yeah, it's pretty much, I think, like we said last week, you get better access to it, you won't get the downtime and things like that. And then obviously, they're adding new sort of functions and things as they go as well. But yeah, $20 a month, and then USA and expand to other regions and countries soon. But there's already a wait list in the States anyway, so it might be a little while before we get it over here. And then a couple of other ChatGPT bits. If you're into math, if you're American, or math, if you're British, they've upgraded mathematical capabilities, which is something I didn't really realise it could do. So things like, if you're asking it about equations and things like that, they've done an update on that to say that's a bit more accurate. And also one improvement that was noted, which was quite interesting, that you can't trick it into giving you an incorrect answer. So I saw an example where someone had said, how much is 2 + 5? Answer is obviously 2 + 5 is equal to 7. But then someone had put, my wife says it's 8. And apparently it could then change its answer to sort of agree with the other person. But no, it actually came up with a response that says 2 + 5 is actually equal to 7, not 8. It could be possible that your wife made a mistake or misunderstood the problem. So I think that was someone had posted that one on Twitter, which was quite funny. So yeah, if you're looking for sort of not just text-based things, a bit of sort of maths calculations and things, it can do that as well. And then sort of slightly related to it, but more from OpenAI, who are the people behind ChatGPT, they've got I think we sort of mentioned this, that there must be ways of checking these things, but they've got a text classifier now, so that you can help you detect AI generated content. So if you're reading something and you think it's been generated by AI, you can actually put it into the classifier. It needs, I think it's 250 words to be able to give a reasonable sort of verdict on whether it is AI generated. I think it's about 1,000 characters or something. And it just give you an option then to say, it's human generated, it's not human generated, or etc. So it's quite a good way if you see a lot of content going out there that you perhaps don't think is quite legitimate. So it's a good thing there to have that to sort of test it as well.
I saw an article this week about universities are now looking into this chat GPT and how to, I don't know, discover the plagiarism, if students will be using it, which is what we discussed last week.
I suppose this is the sort of tool that's going to have to be used. People are submitting, dissertations and things, and I can't remember how many words a dissertation is, but there's a lot of stuff in there, and the temptation is going to be there. And I suppose it's a more like we talk about BM things in the office. So when I did my dissertation, the things obviously they'd be looking out for would be more sort of plagiarism, things where you've stolen entire passages from a book without accreditation and things, which obviously I'd imagine still happens. But again, they're going to have to check that kind of thing now with other tools. But obviously the tools need to be good enough to check it as well, because obviously it says, even at this stage, that the AI checker isn't 100% and can only give an indication, and things can get missed. So it's, again, if the AI tools themselves are going to get better, the actual tools to check whether it is AI generated are going to have to get better as well.
Imagine if it had said you'd done it with AI, but you hadn't.
Yeah.
You'd have no way of proving that, would you?
I had to we always had to upload our assignments to an external
Yeah, I had to do
thing,
that as well.
and it would say whether you'd plagiarized it, and it would always flag up, like, if you quoted a book, it'd be like plagiarized, and I'd be like, well, yeah, I've clearly quoted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Jane's saying, how do you say, no, I actually wrote this?
Yeah.
That's
I
what I was
don't
going to
know.
say. Is like, does it? If you are writing an article in it or an essay, it's, you know, when you reference stuff, you know, at uni when you used to have to reference, like, put all your references at the back of the essay. It's like that thing. If you're writing it, like, would it even tell you where it came from, so you could reference it within the essay? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you can't really write a full blog in ChatGPT anyway. So, but there's obviously other tools out there. But I suppose it's if you're building passages and I don't know. I suppose it's like anything. If you're asking it a question as well, you're relying on that being correct. You know, so yeah, I know it's no different to someone writing a book. It doesn't mean to say the book is correct either. But obviously, there's ways of verifying stuff. Whereas if you're just pulling information, I suppose it'd be like writing your dissertation from reading Wikipedia or something. I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, there's limits everywhere, and I suppose as things change, the processes have got to change of how things are checked and fact checked.
Yeah. It seems to scare. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just reading down this article that was reading on this, and it does say about the limitations on this, the OpenAI version, because it still can mislabel AI and human written, get it the wrong way around. AI generated text can evade the classifier with minor edits, and it can get things wrong with text written by children, text not in English, because it's trained on English content written by adults. So it's got to learn how. I read another article, not this one, but again about obviously the AIs can't put feeling into things. It's all about essentially fact and stuff. So that's almost what it's looking for as well. Is like, you know, there's no actual real personality to things. So, but again, that will probably sort of come in time though, as the machines learn.
Oh, scary.
What we call AI, checking AI for instances of AI. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Just while we're talking about ChatGPT, though, sorry, Mark, were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say that it's got the list of obviously what it will range it as, and it goes from very unlikely that it is AI generated through to likely. So obviously it's still not giving you this is AI or this isn't AI. So that again, the technology is not quite there yet.
Yeah, just giving you an indication, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, anyway, I was just going to say as well, because we're talking about ChatGPT, Google are working on their version of it, basically. So they're testing different home screens on the Google page. So instead of just typing in, you know, I don't know, what's the weather today or whatever, you will have more of a ChatGPT type box that you can ask questions in. And of course, in this case, it will be up to date with Google. It won't only be up to 2021 like ChatGPT is. So, so yeah, obviously they're doing this in a massive hurry. So I imagine it's going to be full of errors and whatever at the minute, because I imagine we'll just want to get something out there to stop people going over to ChatGPT. So, but yeah, apparently they're testing different screens and how people might interact with it at the moment. So watch that space as well. Oh, and there's going to be Apprentice Bard, apparently. So yeah, look out for that.
Interesting.
Launched.
Yeah. Don't know. I said testing at the minute, so quickly, I would imagine.
Yes, I'd imagine.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, there's just too much going on with this. It's coming up really quickly. I feel like it's gone from 1 to 100. Like, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, 3 weeks ago, we didn't talk about AI on Live Lunch, and now it's like every story.
I think it is ChatGPT that's brought it to the forefront, like, for whatever reason, because obviously certain other things have been out there for a few years, but it's just got into that consciousness now. It's one of those things, isn't it? So, but I don't think it's going to go away. It's one of those things.
Oh, no, definitely not.
It's like, you know, people saying the internet would never catch on.
That happened.
Oh, yeah.
BM times.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were people that said people won't want this. It will die out. It will just be a passing phase. Give it a few months, and no one will look at this anymore.
Same as social media.
Wow.
Wow.
We're old enough to remember this.
Yeah. So you'll now be the generation that can say, I remember when some people say, "Oh, no, AI will never catch on."
I'll
Wow.
do anything at this point. Like, I think we're going to have robots. Like, somewhere. I still think we're going to have flying cars. Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Well, we won't need them because we won't need to go anywhere because we'll all live in the metaverse.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We won't need to leave home.
Talking of the metaverse, I have a little stat for everyone.
Oh.
So Meta are currently spending more than $1 billion per month on the metaverse.
Wow.
So if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what
Oh, wow.
per month.
Yeah.
So
Bring it on.
bring it on.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure I'm ready for it.
No, I'm not.
No.
It's like, yeah, just it's just crazy. So I'm just thinking what is going to happen in like 10 years time? Like, where are we going to be? Even 5 years?
We've got to keep Live Lunch going long enough so that we can do an episode in the metaverse.
Yeah.
However,
And everything we say generated by AI.
yeah. Oh,
We
no,
won't
because
even be
we've been
talking.
generated by AI.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
That's funny. Do you know what? I swear I saw something. I hope I'm not making this up, because I swear I read an article, or it was on Instagram as well, and it said that they're trying to get us to use our minds to use social media. Has anyone seen about that? So instead of actually like typing, it's like we'll just use our mind. I said this last week about a game.
You did. Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now they're trying to do it with social media as well, where we just go post, like.
Well, no, because if we just like double tap, double tap to like.
It'll be blinking though. It'll be like a double blink to like or something.
No, that's unlike.
That's
Unlike. Okay, sorry.
I love how we're
Sorry.
making rules. That's the thing as well. You know, when you see like a post and you might think something negative, imagine if it just comments on it, that negative thought, and you're like, no,
No filter.
yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
Let's
But
not
yeah,
go there.
No.
yeah.
But no,
But if
Paul's post. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say, if Meta wants some people to help figure out the tools, we're here with our double blink and double tap.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul's gone even further back and said IBM didn't think there'd be a market for PCs.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
No one will want a computer in their house. I remember someone had said that, didn't they? That'll never
Yeah.
catch on.
What?
Yeah, I remember talking to like my dad once, and he when I was at uni writing essays, and he was like, "God, you guys have it so easy now. Like, you just have the internet. Like, I would literally have to like read books and books and books and like highlight like all the segments I wanted to include within that in the essay." And it's just like I couldn't even imagine it then. Like when he said that, I was like, "Wow, I'm actually so lucky." And now you literally can write an essay for me. Boom.
Yeah.
But not only that, you have to handwrite it with a pen too.
Yeah.
Imagine how much your arm hurt after that.
I would be, honestly, I thought my dissertation took long. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I said to Dad the other day, I was like, I don't know what's happened to my handwriting. And he was like, well, you don't write. He was like, you type. And I was like, very true.
Yeah. Anyway, well, that's a lot about AI and chat. I'm going to GPT. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. What else has anyone got? Or because I feel like we've mentioned a few things within that as well.
I've got a Twitter story. Apparently, you could always boost posts in Twitter, but it was a bit more tricky and you had to have an advert account and things. But now they're releasing a thing so you can boost a tweet quickly. So it'd just be a one-click thing from the tweet. And there's 4 levels of package. You can pay $14.99 to reach up to 1,500 people, $38.99 to reach 4,000 people, $79.99 to reach 8,000 people, and $159.99 to reach approximately 17,000 people. So, like I said, it's not actually new. It's just been sort of streamlined to a one-click sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
not that we really recommend anyone that actually advertises on Twitter, and certainly not at the minute. So, largely irrelevant, but possibly interesting if you do advertise on Twitter.
Yeah. I find the engagement on Twitter like this.
Oh, It's
I don't know
so
if you find that,
difficult.
Molly. Like
I
some
do.
weeks I'm like, wow, this is really good, and then other weeks
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like I don't. Yeah,
Sometimes I go on and like there's like 50 notifications, and then I go on and I'm like, oh, I must have already clicked on it, and I'm like, no,
yeah,
there's
I do
nothing
that.
today.
I do that, and then I always go on the mentions. I'm like, oh, let's see. Oh no.
It's really difficult to gauge, and like some posts, I think Twitter will love this post, and then it's like, no. Another post, I'm like, oh, Twitter might love this one, and it's like, yep.
Yeah,
It's just really difficult to gauge.
I guess it's a
But
bit
yeah.
like Instagram in that sense, isn't it? Of like what you see and what you don't. Like it might just
Mm.
get missed, but
Yeah.
it is interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's there, everyone. Sorry, I just have to point out, Paul Green has said that he had to write on a typewriter in his final year of his final project at uni in the 80s.
But then he did say that's the 1980s, not the 1880s.
But for Molly's benefit, a typewriter was like a PC, but it had paper in it.
Yeah.
And the keys were a lot harder to press.
Yeah.
I love the sound of typewriter though.
Yeah, I was going to say I've seen one, but
You've seen one on telly?
it might be in a museum.
It was in a museum.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, I've got a story on Snapchat. Like, it is Black History Month. We actually, it's bad, but we weren't aware because we thought it was in October. But it is Black History Month this week. So this week. So Snapchat has outlined how to celebrate Black History Month within its app, and they're doing different types of hashtags. So they're starting with sort of at the beginning side of February, they're starting with share what Black excellent means to you. So you just, I'm guessing, just do some posts with the hashtag to get it seen. The sort of middle part of February, they're doing a location. I like this one. So they're use your location and share it on your story. And you just hashtag Black owned business, so your favorite local business. And then the end of February, they're just educating with some interesting facts. So hashtag Black History Month facts. So yeah, I think that's a good way to celebrate the whole month. Yeah, they've done it all. But yeah, no, I like
that owned business one. That's really nice.
I thought that was different.
Really
like
nice,
I feel like that might actually. I thought that one was the one that will catch on to other like Instagram and things like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I like that. But I don't really use Snapchat. That's the thing. I can't really even with hashtags. I thought, wow, Snapchat really use like hashtags.
I got to confess, I didn't know hashtags were a thing on there.
I didn't.
Nor did
I did not know.
Yeah.
I only use Snapchat to like talk to my friends, not as like a social media. Do you know what I mean? Like a more of a personal messaging as opposed to like a social media platform. I don't know. Like I don't really engage on there.
Yeah, I feel like that, but then it surprises me because I feel there's like influencers that use it, and like I watch their YouTube sometimes, and they always promote their Snapchat, and I'm just like, wow, they actually use. I wouldn't expect it, like, but it makes me think, well, what are they putting on Snapchat? Because I can imagine, I feel like Snapchat's like the app where everyone just sort of posts what they want because not as many people are on it. It's more like.
And there's not really like an algorithm, is there, to Snapchat? It's more like, I don't know.
You get random stuff come up, but
yeah,
I think, I mean, I follow a few people on there and a few sort of different things, but I don't think they're very active because nothing ever comes up from the people I think I follow, unless like again, odd friends posts actual stories. And that's literally probably about 2 or 3 people, if that.
Yeah. And I think what I use it for as well is like I do find the discovery page quite interesting with like little hacks of what you can, I don't know, DIY hacks or whatever, like cooking hacks. Yeah, like I don't know, that sort of thing. But at the same time, I think Snapchat are naughty, you know, because they always put like a cover on being like, I don't know, Kim Kardashian said, what about this person? And then it's like, you watch the whole video and you're like, what did she say? Like it's they just like keep you in, but they never actually mention it, and they do that a lot. I guarantee if I go now, there'll be like 2 or 3 there.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
And then you're sat there tapping through it, aren't you, to try and get to the story, and it's not even on there. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I fell for your marketing hack.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, anyone else? Any other stories?
I've got a Twitch one, if anybody uses Twitch. So Twitch is still the highest gamer streaming site. So it clocked up 5.7 billion hours watched in the latest quarter, which is 5 times higher than YouTube gaming and 14 times higher than Facebook gaming. And I have to admit, I didn't know Facebook gaming was a thing. Anybody else?
Yeah,
I knew it was a thing, but I've not tried it.
I follow one person on Facebook gaming.
Yeah, so Twitch, you are winning. And I've only known about Twitch for about 3 years, so...
Yeah. I think Twitch could be, if you're really into games, I would 100% use Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But...
Yeah.
I should use it, and then I might be better.
That would be like your Snapchat discovery page of your little hacks for games, wouldn't it?
Yeah. No, I've got an account, I think. That's what I said, but I've never really sort of used it that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd probably use it for tips and hints and stuff.
I have just downloaded Sims 4. It was free. It was free.
Free?
Yeah, it was free. And it was from EA Sport. Not EA, so just EA's. No, what am I saying?
EA Games.
Yeah, it was a free download. And like I was just like, I'm doing this because I used to be so into Sims when I was younger. Like I would stay up till like 3-4 in the morning playing that and not realise the time. But yeah, I might get on Twitch just to see if anyone's got Sims hacks.
Well, no, you need to be sort of streaming on there, and then we can all watch.
I feel like my life would be very boring. I would probably just put the cheat code in just to get some money. Like I wouldn't even go and earn it. I'll be like, well, I normally get a job, so then they just go away for a bit.
So you play a game and you go and get a job in the game. Is that not just like real life?
It is. That's the thing, isn't it? Sims is just run. I downloaded about a month ago. I haven't even gone on it yet, but I just thought, well, I'm grabbing it if it's free. So you never know.
Definitely.
Because that used to cost like 50 quid, didn't it?
Do you remember in lockdown when the price of it just shot up because everyone had so much free time and they were downloading it? And the price of it like doubled. So I think you got yourself a steal there.
Yeah. Definitely.
We look forward to many a stream.
I think it would be my commentary that probably like carries it for me. It would be more like me talking about God there. Do you know what I mean?
What are you doing? Oh no, it's me that's doing it.
Oh, do you know what? I've just thought I could just do really weird, wacky things on there to get like the views up. You know what I mean? Like I could just sort of, you know how the Grim Reaper comes up when you're about to die in it? Like I could just go in a pool and just like sit there until he comes. I don't know. We
should do a Sims live lunch where we're just broadcasting you.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. You three would find it interesting, but I don't know about anyone else. Anyway, anyone else got anything to share? Any of
I've got a little Twitter one, nothing exciting, but they've made some changes to their suspension policy. So all those naughty people that got their accounts suspended and removed, they've started reinstating people, which we obviously knew anyway. But they've taken a more nuanced approach to policy violations, so they say. So that you could get less severe actions against you, such as limiting the reach of your tweets rather than actually removing the account to start with. But obviously, if you're sort of severe ongoing offenders, then you will still get removed. But it does also say in the article that I read as well that on rare occasions, Twitter may still prevent controversial content or behaviour that might otherwise violate its policies to remain on the site because it thinks it's in the public interest of seeing both sides of an issue. So it's quite interesting. I suppose sometimes there has to be a balance, and there needs to be something for you to actually have an opinion on, I suppose. But we'll see how that goes.
I don't know, because I feel like with Twitter, say like Love Island, right, Molly will get me here. Like everyone talks so much, like it's like I don't know, it's what everyone's thinking, but they're brutal on there. So does that mean they're going to get like suspended if they write something really bad?
No, I think it's it's more sort of illegal activity, threats of harm or violence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, large scale. So we're talking back to our friend Donald in the past and things about, you know, inciting riots and stuff. I think you know
And
those, you know, yeah.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of them, isn't there?
Yeah. So you know, it's more that it's obviously those larger scale things, but obviously, I suppose if you're inciting personal attacks, even on, you know, on celebrities or whatever, I suppose that still could be deemed. You'd hope that would still be deemed worthy of being booted off, though.
Yeah. Because it's not like I would never write anything myself, but I feel like it is entertaining, say, watching people write about Love Island on Twitter. I do like what people are so creative on that. Like on Twitter, it's the place to go to. When I finish the episode, I'm like, right, Twitter, what is it saying?
I do that about like most trending celebrity news though. Like I went on there the other day about Molly May's baby name, and I was like, what are people thinking right now? There's like
Bambi. Yeah. What are we thinking of that? When I saw that announced, I was a bit like, of course they had to go outside the box, didn't they?
But like Jane and I were saying, it's not just Bambi, it's Bambi Fury.
Which is just weird.
I didn't even think about that.
Like, what?
Fury. It would be better if it was Bambi May Fury, wouldn't it? Or something. Just add
something in the middle.
Her last name Molly May, like her last name's May.
No, I don't think.
No, that's part of her first name.
Yeah.
Oh, right. What's her last
I don't know what her surname is.
No, I don't.
Haig.
That's it.
Isn't it Haig? Yeah.
Molly May Haig.
Jane!
I know. Where did I just get that from?
Good, like,
You've been watching Love Island again, haven't you?
Yeah, never watched that in my life, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's a good season, this one, I think.
I'm not watching it either. I know.
You've really disappointed me.
I was growing up this year. Sorry.
I don't know whether to be. I'm offended. Twitter, get on Molly. No, right, okay.
Sorry.
We've covered a lot in this live lunch, haven't we? I feel like it's been a good chat, and you've got a bit of behind the scenes content of what we normally do when we're before we come on air and after. So I hope you've enjoyed it. We're a weird bunch, but
I definitely feel like we've let a little bit of the madness show today.
Absolutely.
We need to straight face.
Yeah.
We are serious about social media news.
We are.
Is that the quote of the day?
We can use that.
Paul asked about guests. I think we have got some in the pipeline, but I'm not sure on dates yet or anything. But Paul, so have a look out for those coming soon.
Paul's obviously not loving our mentalness today.
No.
Sorry, Paul.
My mum's commented, of course she has. Oh,
Well, she liked the madness.
yeah. She's probably like, I haven't seen Nicole in a while. I'll see how she's doing. She does always message me, to be fair. I haven't seen it in a few weeks, but she always messages me, like, and if she doesn't see me on it, she's like, oh, I tuned into like lunch to watch you guys, but I ended up, you weren't on it, but look, I'm your biggest fan.
I think that was to Molly.
Oh, that's the wrong one on there. I was just going to put that one on. I'm your biggest fan.
That's the thing. I think you've got to compete with Paul Green, because I think we've got two big fans here, you know. So yeah, but yeah,
was.
That sounds like a Channel 5 program in the making.
All right. On that note,
probably time to leave.
But thanks for tuning in. It's been a good episode. Come and join the weirdness next week. For more, I would let Jane say this bit. For more
nice and sensible social media news.
That's it, Jane.
If you're lucky.
Well, until then, we'll wave you off. Thanks for joining. See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.